a hub for learning, a space to connect, a cosmos of infinite potential. Somewhere you can land and achieve your greatest desires. The source is designed to stretch and expand your knowledge to places you never thought was possible. To bring you and other like-minded people to the forefront of the personal development industry. We want to bring you on a journey of expansion, a journey of exploration, a journey of finding and connecting you with your inner source that knows no limits.
Hi guys, how are you doing? It's so great to be here with you all. My name is Kieran Deeney and I'm an associate here with Dynamite Lifestyle, and I am going to be your host here on Zoom tonight. So I'm very excited to be here with you all, whether you're here live on Zoom. Hello, stick in the chat box where you're from. It's great to see so many faces as well. As many as you can, come on camera. We love to see you. We love to share this experience with you. Of course, if you're inside the source, hello, let us know in the chat box where you're tuning in from. And of course, we are streaming tonight to multiple channels, so let us know where you're watching this from. And myself and the team are here with you tonight, so it's great to make this as interactive as possible. So we are going to get Kim on in just a sec. One thing I want to mention from the jump is if you stick around to the end of this masterclass, there is a special surprise in it for everybody who's still here. So you will not want to miss this. So yeah, I'm very excited. Myself and the team were working on this earlier before we came on tonight, and we actually got rid of the initial bonus, the initial gift, and replaced it with one even more special. So you're definitely going to want to get your hands on that. I'm very excited for that and to share that with you all as well. So yes, I'm excited, but yeah, let's hear from Kim.
1, 2, 3, come on!
One conversation changed my life completely. And today what I'm going to share with you in this very short space of time is how I made a decision and took one conversation with someone to find out how I could possibly go and create the life of my dreams. Now, you're probably not new to personal development or new to these videos of people saying you can create this financial freedom. But I want to share with you today a story, and you will either resonate or you won't. But my purpose in life is to come to people like you who I know are searching for something and give you tools, give you understanding of why you are the way you are, why you have the results in life that you have, why you think positive, why you think negative, why sometimes you self-sabotage. But most importantly, this is not another video just telling you about the pain, telling you about, do you have sleepless nights not knowing how you're going to pay the bills? Do you worry about workplace colleagues, or maybe you're unable to find a solution to a problem? This video is about giving you a solution. It's about giving you hope. It's about giving you a scientific framework that I had the absolute privilege of getting my hands on over 7 years ago. And the story I'm going to tell you, I think whilst it's my personal experience of how I took these teachings and moved it into physical riches of life, health, wealth, relationships, it's a story about you. Because the fundamental bottom line is we are all exactly the same. We all have different results in life, but we all come from the same place. We're all going somewhere. And while we're on this earth, we have got a mindset. And it is your mindset that dictates the results you're getting in your life. Now, 7 years ago, I did not know that. I was working as a nurse in psychiatrics, looking after young people. And I'd studied, I'd went to school, I'd listened to my parents who always says, get the good government job, make sure you do well in your exams, pay attention when you're in class. And if you get the job and the house and the car, you're landed. And I did all of that. And you know what? I struggled my way to that because I did not enjoy school. I always thought you had to be smart to earn a lot of money. You had to be smart to get the good jobs. And I believed that I was not smart. I was the kid that was staring out the window, not paying attention. In fact, I was doing all the things that my parents were saying, make sure you don't do this. And I think this is where it all starts. Maybe when you were a child, you were told you can't do something, or it should look like this. And the truth is, and what I want you to get across today in your mind, is that you have a unique gift within you. Whether you're aware of it or not, I don't know. But my job here is to share with you a couple of things that my mentor taught me. Because whilst I went and got the good government job, I had the nursing job, I was getting a good salary. But what I didn't realize was what I thought was good was actually not fulfilling my desires, was not giving me the freedom to go and choose where I want to go on holiday, how many I want to go on, help my family, build something that creates an impact in this world. In fact, I was serving, but I was serving little amount of people, and I didn't really understand the mind. If I'm honest, I can truly say it was only until I came across Bob Proctor, who was the master teacher and thinker, helping people develop their potential, helping them elevate their performance by understanding who they were. Now, when I first came across this, I thought, well, I'm just Kim. I'm a nurse. I live in Northern Ireland and I have 2 dogs. That was kind of it. And I ask you the question, if I was to stop you in the street and say, who are you? If I take your name away, mum, dad, husband, wife, director, CEO, whatever your label or role is, if I was to take those things away, how would you answer that question? Who are you? And the reason I pose that question to you, and I ask you to really consider it, is because it was that question on that conversation that made me think for the first time. And I'll be honest, was there challenges when I was deciding to change things up in my life? Absolutely. Because here's the truth. See, the minute you decide to move forward on your goal, there's always something trying to pull you back. And it is usually past beliefs, past memories, other people's opinions, or just frankly, lack of awareness. You don't know what's going to happen if you step out on your dream. And when you don't know something, what do? We doubt it. We think, well, I better not. Well, what happened to me was I found myself in a position where I'm sitting in my nursing, I'm sitting in my 9-to-5 job, that's the hours that I did, and I'm staring out the window, and I'm sitting in the office that everyone said, oh, if you're a nurse and you get your own office, wow, you really made it to the top. And I'm sitting there and I'm feeling empty. I'm feeling a sense of unfulfillment. But I was also feeling a sense of there has got to be more. There would be moments where I would just be in my own little bubble. That's my parents and my teachers always used to say, Kim, hello, come back to earth. But I was in this bubble, and different from when I was a child where you're in your imagination and you're creating. Now as an adult, I'm in the same bubble, but it seemed darker. It seemed more limited. And really I was in a bubble of a thought of, I don't know what else to do because I've done everything that everyone's told me. But yet I'm in a position where at the end of every month, I am waiting for payday. Every single month, I'm adding on more hours, doing more shifts, getting extra jobs. But my money is not going up. So I started to see a pattern that I'm working harder. I'm getting apparently smarter by doing courses. But the bottom line was my life wasn't changing. I've already said I was waiting on the paycheck. And yeah, money is definitely an important thing. But the biggest thing for me was I felt like I was leaving my gifts on the table unwrapped. I was feeling that I didn't even know what those gifts were. But I had a sense. And the reason that I articulate it this way to you is because I believe in every cell of my body that you have a feeling within you that wants to expand, wants to grow, wants to achieve, wants to just have more money, more time, more love, more forgiveness, more patience, more creative ideas, more experiences. I mean, the list is endless. I mightn't even know what's on your list, but I know it's going to be a greater expansion of what you already have. And I want you to ask yourself, do you feel it? And then I want you to ask yourself, in a few seconds later, do you get followed up by a thought of, you shouldn't want more. I should just settle. I'm doing okay. I should be grateful for what I have. Well, I'm only asking because that's what happened to me. I'm sitting in that office, I'm having those thoughts, I'm feeling that pain. And it got to a point, and it would take me an awful long time to tell you the full story, but it got to a point, I'm in the highly paid government job with a pension, but I'm also in a pet shop, not being able to afford my 2 Jack Russells, Roxy and Rex, dog food. And that was a moment that changed the trajectory of my life. That was a moment where I realized I am not even in a position where I can do the simple things in life. Never mind go away and have experiences. Never mind have a dream home, drive the car you really want to drive. And that was the breaking moment. That was the moment I said to myself, never again. I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. I wonder, have you felt that? In the last months, in the last weeks, in the last years, have you been working harder than you've ever worked? Do you perhaps know how to do better, but actually you're not even doing what you know how to do? Do you feel that maybe you don't know what to do or what you want? These are like the most important questions that most of us run away from. Why? Because we don't have good answers. And when we don't have good answers, what do we feel? We feel silly. We feel like, oh, I'm going to avoid that topic. Nobody wants to feel like they don't know something. But you know what? The greatest thing that I can say, I'm so proud of the 27-year-old of me who started on this journey. I was okay because I already thought I was silly. I already thought I was stupid. I was dyslexic. I wasn't really good at school. So I already kind of thought that, which I think actually went in my favor. Because I had no problem in actually asking someone for help. I had no problem or no superior complex that made me feel like I can't ask for help. You know, I'm 37 now, and I've been doing this for around 7.5, 8 years. But it was 27 when I woke up, and I decided I need to learn more about life. I need to learn more about me, because I'm looking at lots of people and they're doing the same things as me. And when we get together, we talk about it, we complain about it. You just go out and ask somebody, how are you? When do you ever get a positive response? And that's something that I started to notice. I didn't even have people in my family, people in my friendship, people in my career that were talking about goals, that were talking about things that they really wanted to do with their family, that were talking about who were actually going and getting the dream home, taking the kids to Disney. The conversations were about all the things we can't do, all the problems, things that are happening in the news, things that are in magazines. You know, the truth is you're getting programmed every single day by your environment. And we don't learn about this in school. They didn't teach us this. They didn't teach us the most important things. And this is why it's not your fault of why you're maybe getting the results that you're getting. And that's where it really came to. I decided I'm going to contact someone who's a mentor, who's demonstrated in results. They understand psychology, performance, and how to get good results in life. And Bob's #1 slogan was, you tell me what you want, I'll show you how to get it. And yes, I heard it too from my parents. Sounds too good to be true. But you know what? It sounded good, and I was sick of hearing not good stuff. So I did make that decision. I contacted and I made a phone call and I spoke to someone for the first time. I was nervous. I didn't know what the phone call was going to be about. I kind of felt like, oh my goodness, they're going to ask me lots of questions. I won't know the answer. All of that stuff comes up What did I say at the start of this? Every time you go to move forward, there's always something trying to pull you back. But I got on the phone. I took the next most important step and contacted somebody who knew what they were talking about. And I say it, and I remind you, it's so important that people have results if you're going to contact them. There's so much in this world right now of people saying they can do this and they can do that. And it's great. Some are opportunities, some are not. You see this in every step of life. You can't get away from that. So what you've got to realize is there is a specific scientific way to achieve success. And this interested me because I've always been into science. Obviously, my nursing background, I've just always been a bit of a geek in that field. I was always a kid. Why does that happen? How does that happen? I want to learn. So when I got on a call and somebody started asking me just simple questions like, if we had a magic wand, what would you love? If you could just go tap, 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 what would you change in your life? What would you create? Who would be around? What would that feel like? Where would you go? How would you experience it? How would you go? When would you go? Where would you go? There's so many questions. But if you just sit still, even just think right now, if you had a magic wand and you could just create a life, if you just even close your eyes as you're watching this video, what's the first thing that comes into your mind? What is it that you truly want? It mightn't even be a thing. In fact, I guarantee it's not. Because the truth is, we do not go after things to get. The key to goal achieving is to, yes, say, I would like these things, but things are growth. You don't go after goals to get, you go after goals because it helps you grow. Now, back when I was in that pet shop, I had £4.20 in my pocket. I had absolutely no reason to be getting on a call to talk about how I could advance myself and maybe start a business or maybe start to think about having a dream home. I had £4.20, and I know that because that moment in that pet shop when my heart was breaking, I had just fallen in love with someone, to be really truthful. And they said, oh, Kim, what about this dog food? And I was embarrassed. I couldn't tell them, no, not today. But I felt it. And in that lowest moment, when I really didn't like me, because here's the thing. When you don't have money in your life, when you don't have the life that you want, the results, let's just call them results, it always comes back to really one thing. And that is the universe will only ever give you what you feel you're worthy of receiving. So I was blaming my job. I was blaming my parents. I was blaming the school teachers. I was blaming the economy. I was blaming anybody but me. I didn't take responsibility. I couldn't because I didn't even know. I wasn't even aware that my thoughts create my reality. I was not aware that we as human beings on this planet have a mindset, and whatever way it's set is going to show you in your results how that's set. So this is why Bob started to say, Kim, let's look at your results. My finances, not good. My relationships previously, horrendous. Why? Because I made you aware of it. It all comes down to how you think you're worthy. I never thought I was worthy. My deepest seated belief was that I was unlovable. From as long as I can remember as a child till right until I started to work on my mind and my thinking and the scientific process, I thought I was unworthy. I thought I was unlovable. I didn't think I was good enough. And I'm not even really sure where I got that thought from or that belief. I picked it up somewhere along the way because I wasn't born with it. You're only born with two fears: loud noises and falling. So where has the fear of rejection come from? Where has the fear of lack come from? You've picked it up somewhere along your trail. And the way I thought about it was, well, if I picked it up, I can put it back down. There's got to be a way. If my mind has been programmed, which it has, you're programmed genetically, and then you're programmed environmentally. You just look at the people around you. They're very like you. And I started to think, not that I didn't like the people around me, not that I was judging or thinking I want to be better than anyone. I wanted to be better than the version I currently was. Because whilst I appeared as a happy person, whilst I went into a good job and did my work, I wasn't really living. I was just doing the same thing every week, every month, every year. That was it. I don't believe that you believe that that's how life's supposed to be. I know it's not. I've now demonstrated that over the 7.5, 8 years that I've been working on myself, working with my mentor, and then sharing that with my clients. I went from £4.20 to selling my car. Because here's the thing, the one biggest lesson that Bob taught me about money that nobody ever had was that money is earned and money can be attracted. And this was such a new concept for me. I just thought money came from your employer at the end of every month. It's not, it comes through your employer. I started to learn these scientific, spiritual principles around abundance and prosperity. And basically what that means is I started to think differently about money. You go outside and you ask 10 people what their thoughts are on money, you'll get 10 different answers. So the question that I started to go was, what's the truth? And Bob started to say, Kim, money is just energy. Money is just like a friend. And if you talk not good to it, your friend's not going to want to hang around. Where you invite a friend in and treat them well, then this is what happens. You're going to attract more money. So I started to learn this. I started to practice it. I started to totally reevaluate my belief system. I started to become aware that I have a thing called a paradigm. Paradigm is a mental program. We all have one. You have one, I have one, and that's what sets the temperature of your life. You're operating out of it in automatic every single day. This blew my mind. Bob said, Kim, if I was to ask anybody that knows you, if you get up in the morning, you do the same things every day. You have the same routine. You have the same routine. In fact, you could go and tell me your parents' or partner's routine, your kids' routine. You even know the routine of your co-workers. Why? Because we're habitual creatures. Now, the question we got to ask is, are our habits actually leading us to where we want to go? And I'd never thought of this. So I didn't know that we had this programming, this mental GPS. And then I didn't realize that you had to set goals. And you know what? I thought I was really silly the first time I heard that. When someone asked me, what are your goals in life? To get through to the end of the month was my answer. Just to get by. Just to get this stuff done. It was actually, I was always answering all the things I don't want. Now again, ask yourself that question. What is it that you want? And actually notice, is your answer what you want? Or is your answer to eliminate the things that you don't want? Because this, again, is where you're going wrong. And I'm not saying it's your fault. You don't know what you don't know. This is why awareness is the key to freedom. Becoming more aware of who you are, where you are, how you got there, how your mind works. That's what unlocks the key to the kingdom. And this was exactly what I've been on a journey to go from £4.20. Now I have 5 companies. I've generated tens of millions in sales. And I serve thousands of people all over the world in multiple countries, sharing and passing on what I was taught. And this is the beautiful thing, that you have the opportunity. There's a reason that you came across this video. There is a reason that you're still watching this video. Now, I'm not going to deny, I would say there's still a part of you thinking, this all sounds too good to be true. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you one drawing as I bring this video to a close. And if you stay on to the very end of this drawing, you're going to see the exact scientific overview, let's call it, of who you are, why you're getting the results you're getting, and how you can change it. Because if I can do it, you can do it. I am just an ordinary person Now I live in my dream home. I serve people all over the world. I get up when I want to get up. I go to places I want to go. I'm able to be around people that I love, have quality time, help people in my family, help people in my team. And I couldn't be more grateful. So I'm going to give you this overview, this scientific breakdown. And if this piques your interest, if this in any shape or form resonates with you, or you kind of have light bulb moments, I am telling you now, I am here for a reason to tell you, come and have your own conversation. Let's get on a call. Let's start to explore, think in possibilities. We have got a link below here that allows you right now to come and speak about you, about your goals. And if you don't know what they are, that's great. We'll guide you through that conversation. There's no cost. It just takes your time. But what if you could give, let's say, 15, 20 minutes and just open up your mind to possibilities? Start to see, actually, yeah, there is a system to this. See, the thing that I realized was I really am no different. Many people, when they meet me, they say, Kim, you've achieved so much. You were Bob Proctor's #1 global teacher at the highest level. Bob gave you awards that have never been earned by anybody else and said, you are going to change the world. But you're so normal. I'm also quite short. Yeah. So this is how I know I'm on purpose. And maybe you're on your right path right now and you were supposed to hear this. This is what excites me. Now, I'm going to take you over to the whiteboard and we're going to show you exactly how your mind operates. All right, I'm going to take you over to the whiteboard and I want you to look here at a diagram that my mentor shared with me. Now, what I'm going to share with you in the next short 10 minutes is really bringing together all of the wisdom of the ages. And that might sound like a big statement, but if you watch this, you will actually see that it is truth. Now, here is you. This is the drawing of you. And we're going to say that this large circle is your mind. Okay? You know you have a mind. You just don't fully understand it. People think the mind is the brain. The brain is the kind of the operating system, the hardware, sorry. So I want you to realize that the mind operates in two ways. We have a conscious mind and we have a subconscious mind. And these are two totally different parts of you. And I'm not going to go too deep into this, but to help you understand, you have a part of your mind that thinks and you have a part of your mind that feels. Now you know this, and you'll know when you're thinking from your head or you're thinking from your heart. And of course, this is so vital to businesses, entrepreneurs, moms, teachers, anybody. If you especially are in sales, if you're wanting to improve your communication, attract high quality paying clients, you've got to understand how people work. You've got to start to understand how you can use your mind to start to navigate through life with ease, flow, and joy. Instead of just kind of dealing with this and dealing with that, we react to life. And we react to life because we don't know how to respond. Now, what are we reacting to? Well, we're reacting to results. Results are the aim of the game. Your results are really an expression of your mindset. So you want to ask yourself, okay, what are my results? Let me look at finances. Let me look at relationships. Let me look at my career. Let me look at my health. I want you to actually sit down and go, what are my results? Before you figure out who you are on where you're going, you need to first ask yourself, where am I? And it's results that will give you the clue. Now, the truth is, we also have 5 senses: sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. And you've got these senses that you go out with every day. You believe them because, well, you can see, you can hear, you can taste, you can touch. So I don't have to convince you to have those. But what if I was to tell you you've got other superpowers that are actually inside your mind that you don't know about? And this is what got me really interested, because when Bob sat me down, he says, Kim, here's what happens. People look at their results, and if they're honest, they will realize they're not the results that they want. Let's just call them negative. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. That doesn't mean that you're not good. But if you're honest, you're probably not where you want to be. You're probably not living the life you really want to live. So let's just constitute that as negative. Now, what happens is people see their results, they see the bank balance, they see the relationships that are maybe failing, they see themselves in the mirror, and what happens? What do we think? When you look at your results, what is the thought? I guarantee you the thought is probably negative. It's either negative to the situation or negative to yourself. Now, what happens is a thought is energy. That's what thought is. It's the most potent energy on the planet. Not many people teach us this, but thoughts become things. What we think about, we bring about. We've heard all the quotes, we've heard all the sayings. I'm showing you the science of how it happens. So if you look at these negative results, you think negative, this energy must move into the subconscious mind and you'll have a negative feeling. We have emotions. Energy in motion. That's what emotions are. It's started by a thought, moves into the subconscious mind, and then guess what? It is expressed through the body. Your body gives off energy all day long. That's why you have to eat. That's why you have to sleep. You give off energy. Now, I like to call it attitude. Again, if you're in business, if you're in sales, so important. Why? Because your attitude to life is going to be life's attitude to you. Your attitude to sales is going to be sales' attitude to you. Your attitude to your employees, your attitude to your family, your attitude to anything in life will be exactly what comes back to you. If you've got a bad attitude, you're probably saying everybody else has got a bad attitude, but it's a reflection of you. Everything that goes out must come back. That is the law of cause and effect. It's not going to change for you. It is absolute universal truth. So if I think negative and I feel negative, then that must move to the body and is expressed in my actions. You'll know when somebody has a bad attitude. Or an example could be maybe you bump into somebody and you kind of go, I'm not sure about them. Or you meet somebody and you just hit it off from the first moment. Why? Because their attitude was either in harmony with you or not in harmony with you. Okay, now harmony means your thoughts, feelings, and actions are in alignment. That will go into a deeper conversation. But this attitude is the composite of your thoughts, of your feelings, and then your actions. So when you go out and take action in a negative energy, guess what happens? If we look over here, everything that goes out must come back. This is how you create your results in life. Now think about this. You can probably look at your relationships and go, yeah, what am I thinking about my relationship? How am I feeling about my relationship? What am I doing about my relationship? And you'll probably see you're more in the negative pole. I hope you're not, but maybe you are. And even if you have a great relationship, start to think, how can I make this better? Everything that you put out is what's coming back. I did not know this when I was sitting in nursing. I did not know that me thinking about how am I going to get out of debt? How am I going to do it? These were the wrong thoughts. I was giving energy to debt. So guess what kept coming to me? Debt, bills, problems. I kept thinking in my mind, I'm not good enough, I'm not lovable. That made me feel not good enough. That made me feel sad. Do you know what I did in my actions? I went to the gym to try and get really fit and strong to think, well, then somebody will love me. But you know what really happened? I changed my outer body, and I did, but nothing changed on the inside. So guess what? Nothing changed on the outside. I looked different, I didn't feel different, and I attracted people that didn't love me. I used to blame them. I used to think, well, that's because I keep attracting the wrong people. Yeah, because I didn't realize that if I don't love me and my attitude to me sucks, I'm going to attract somebody that doesn't love me. Now, this should be ringing bells with you. You have literally been told something that we are never taught in school. And if you're really true with yourself, you've now been able to go down and go, I see what's happening here. I'm thinking about what I don't want. I'm doing other things. Like you might be working harder, which is what a lot of people do. They try to change things at this level. That's the wrong level to change it at. You're actually operating and making it harder for yourself. You're spinning the wheels, you're spinning plates, you're dropping some, you're trying to be productive, but you feel you're getting nothing done. I mean, if this is resonating, please understand the reason is because you're operating at such a lower level than what your potential is. When Bob started to tell me, and if I bring this down and just draw this again, when Bob started to teach me, Kim, you have a programming in your subconscious mind. This is a mental program. It's habits, it's beliefs. And what happens is you view the world through that lens. You're looking at me through a lens right now. If we put a filter on it, a green filter, I would look green. If we put a blue filter, I'd look blue. Well, let's just represent your negative beliefs and habits as red. Well, guess what? You're going to see red in your environment. I started to realize, and it was incredible, that I could start to create a paradigm of habits and beliefs that serves me. I'd start to attract that. How many times have you heard people say, oh my goodness, it's one thing after another? And I'm going, yeah, because you haven't changed the root cause of all results. The root cause of results is in your subconscious mind. Most people don't understand it. How would you? But what if you could understand it? What if I taught you it? What if I taught you what I've learned and I've created an absolute life of abundance? I mightn't drive the car that you like. I mightn't live in the house that you like. But you know what? I have choice. I have freedom. I have love. I have fulfillment. I now understand I am God's highest form of creation. I now understand how to tap into an infinite power that is always present, always available. I learned how to tune my mind onto the frequency of the reality that I want. And as Einstein says, you cannot help but create that reality. It's not philosophy, it's physics. Now, to give you this, and as we leave, look at this. These are frequencies. I talked earlier about thoughts or energy. And I've also said that here's this programming. You're only going to attract thoughts that are in harmony. Let's call these red thoughts. If you have habits like procrastination, if you have got beliefs that maybe you're not good enough or that you can't, you're looking through that lens. I don't care how much you're working. I don't care how much energy you're putting in. I'm telling you now, you cannot outwork this. You must change the habits and the beliefs at the root cause. That's what we teach. That's what Bob Proctor taught me. That's what I now teach my clients who are now going and closing 100K months for the first time in their business, who are now traveling all over the world as coaches, consultants, teaching, helping other people. I've now developed a whole digital company that now allows any entrepreneur, whether you're a startup or whether you're scaling, how to streamline those processes with ease so that you're actually doing what you want in your business. You're actually working on your business instead of in the business. You start to look through a different lens. Now, here's what happens. Let's say this person is thinking on a lower frequency. We've got highs and we've got lows. You look at a battery, it has a plus and a minus sign. Well, the aim of life is you want to move on to those higher levels of awareness. You want to raise your consciousness. The good stuff basically happens up there. And if you're programmed, let's say we look at this red dot, you're programmed because you're programmed here, you are only going to attract everything that's on that frequency. This is the scientific formula. I didn't create it, man didn't, so we're not going to change it. And then you will know people, and they seem to have great results, because see, your results will be in alignment with how you're programmed. So if you think, in a more negative way, you see the glass half empty, your results are going to show that. But then there's other people in the world, and they've got the dream home, they've got the money, they've got love, they've got all these amazing things. And you're kind of like, oh, they always come up smelling like roses. And you kind of go, oh, how did they do that? And do you know when you go and ask those people, maybe it's a top performer in your company, maybe you're wanting to create more top performers in your company, I know how to tune people into that frequency. And whatever frequency you're on is what you'll frequently see. The truth is, here's where most people are. Good days, bad days. Good business, not so good business. Sales are soaring, sales are not soaring. Health is good, health is not good. Up and down. Can you relate? Do you feel like sometimes everything is just going up and down? And when it's up, you're kind of going, oh, I hope it stays this way. And then, woo, away it goes again. Life doesn't have to be like that. Life does not have to be unpredictable. In fact, this is predictable. You're going up and down. So why not decide, what if I actually started to think differently? What if I started to choose different thoughts? What if I started to work on my habits and my beliefs at a subconscious level? And you know what? When you go out and take actions, from positive thoughts to positive feelings to positive actions, you will only attract positive results. This is how your mind works. You know how to do 1% better. You know that on a conscious level. You could sit down right now and say, Kim, I know how to do better. I know I should be doing this. I know I should be going to the gym. I know I should be eating healthier. I know I could be doing this X, Y, Z. You have a list. This is why there's a gap from what you know and what you do. This is the last thing I'm going to share with you. And if this does not make you want to find out more, I don't know what will. Your conscious mind controls 2 to 4% of everything that you do. Your conscious mind that you're using right now only controls 2 to 4% of what actually you go out and do. Your subconscious mind controls 96 to 98%. So what I'm saying is, subconsciously, on habit, you mightn't even be noticing, it's on automatic. That's where most of your actions, results are coming from. So you can see this is a huge gap. What you know to do and what you actually do, huge gap. What if we could change that? What if we can take some time right now? I have skilled up a very small team of 4 people. We don't work in huge numbers. I am very locked in with each of my clients. And what if I could take you through a process that would allow you to unlock your mind, unlock and get you free of procrastination? Even if we just change that one habit and you no longer procrastinate it, how much money would that make you? How much time freedom would that give you back? This is the pure joy of why I'm so grateful that you maybe accidentally came across this video. I don't believe in accidents. I believe you've been searching for why and getting away from this frustration that you've felt for probably quite a long time. You're doing things more, you're doing it harder. The end result is not improving. We can help you with that. I have a dedicated team ready to speak to you right now to look at that starting point of where we just get started. Maybe it's just to even give you more information. We're not here to twist your arm behind your back, but we're here to help people become aware of what most of us don't know. I want to help you elevate your mind. I want to help you have more time freedom with your family, with your kids. I now watch my clients all over the world take their kids to school. We even have some kids learning this content, and even they're succeeding and doing things in big ways. And ask yourself this, if you don't learn it for you, if you never were taught it, who is going to teach your kids? I believe that we all have a responsibility in this time, in this world, when it's never been needed more, to create a massive impact and a massive change. Your service is needed in a greater way. But ask yourself, how are you increasing your service? How are you multiplying your business? How are you multiplying your productivity? Or maybe you're sitting in a job right now and you know you have a desire and a dream to start something of your own. Don't deny the world of your greatness because you're too afraid to step out. The only reason that you've got fear is because you don't understand what I've just taught you. But I do. And I'm the world's best at teaching it so that you can apply it and implement it, keep you accountable, guide you through a process that reverse engineers from your goal, giving you access to, quite frankly, tools and teachings that you can't get anywhere else, because I've been taught by the best. I went and made that decision to have a call. I went and made that decision at £4.20. I'm going to do it because even though I was at my worst part of my life, that made me the strongest. That gave me the desire to have the discipline to go and do what it took. And I didn't want to do it by myself. And what we've created here in Dynamite Lifestyle, by myself being a high performance mentor, I've worked with billionaires and I've worked with people who are just like me in a job wanting to get out. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what your background is, what's in your bank balance. I just care about that feeling that I know is in your soul that is wanting more. And if you deny this, that's your choice. But it will come back and it will keep trying and it will keep trying. And maybe one day it won't come back. And maybe it's not in this lifetime that you're going to make the change, but it can be. And I'm here to support you. So for your first step, without having to understand all of this, if this just resonated, book your call today. It is a consultation call, totally relaxed as I'm talking to you right now. It's completely confidential. You are with global experts that also have worked with Bob Proctor. People that actually care, people who've actually done this. We see results every week from our clients, from people who couldn't even walk, who are now able to dance every time they come onto our calls because they've healed themselves. We have people who have went through life-changing health transformations. We have people who have built multi-million-dollar companies. We have people who have school teachers who just decided, well, I would love to create my own business, and who are now doing art lessons online through our digital company. There's nothing that we can't help you with. One of the big questions that people say is, Kim, who's this for? Everyone. I don't discriminate. I don't box people in. What do you want? And I'll show you how to get it. The one question and the one conversation that changed my life. Make it the decision now. Say yes to you. This won't cost you anything, but it might cost you everything not to do it. Staying where you are is not going to shift the needle. Now that you've even become aware of why you maybe are where you are, then that's even more reason. Don't make that mistake of just playing it safe. There is no playing safe. You're always risking something in life. And all I'm asking you right now is to give us 15, 20 minutes to hear about you, to hear what those possible goals could be, to give you some tips and tools and resources that can help you maybe start in this journey or maybe help you expand and scale in this journey. You're important and you have a big message and impact to make. And I've shown up at the right time. The teacher always shows up when the student is ready. My name is Kim Calvert. I'm the CEO of Dynamite Lifestyle, and I am so grateful to have had your time and your presence here in this video. I look forward to speaking with you, working with you, and taking you on this journey, because there is something great about you and you are yet to do your greatest work.
Awesome. I love that. I'm sure that you did too. I think that that was incredible. I think that that session will really resonate with so many different people on so many different levels. I absolutely love the part of the diagram where Kim shows us how much procrastination can potentially cost us, how much procrastination and fear is holding us back from what we want. I mean, does anybody else see the little diagram where things go up and things go down? That diagram tonight really brought me back. That's how I used to live my life until we make a decision. And that's the best thing that I think that I can urge you to do. There's a couple of things I want to show you guys. I want to show you how to get your free gift. But before I do that, I urge you to end procrastination. Do not procrastinate. I know we've got the link in the chat here to book a call. We've got the link inside the source, whether you're watching this on YouTube, wherever it is. And what I would say is, even if you've spoken to us before, even if you've spoken to somebody on the team before, book another call. As Kim said, we do not believe in accidents. You are here for a reason. You will connect with the right person at the right time. And I truly, truly believe that. And again, I urge you to do that because you're here for a reason. You came to this masterclass for a reason, and you're still here, even more importantly, for a reason. So I just want to show you how you can actually access your free gift. You've also got a trial here inside the source that I'm going to show you how to use and to make sure that you can get that. What I do want to say is check your emails. You will definitely have been emailed the access to the source by now, so you can come into the source. And as you can see here, there's so many great tools available to you. But what I want to show you is how you can access your free bonus gift. So if you come to your tab on the left here and come to Dynamite Events, you will see the portal here for the source masterclass. So I'm going to open this. As you can see here, we're streaming in here as well. So we're live in here inside the source. If you scroll down just below where the video is, you will see your exclusive bonus. So you'll be able to get your hands on this exclusive bonus, and it is a session from last year's Inception. So anybody that's new to Dynamite Lifestyle, Inception is the best personal and professional development seminar available. Whether online or in person, Inception has it. You will be able to tune in and get some of last year's session, or some of last year's seminar, I should say, completely free as a reward for still being here. Whether you're inside the source, whether you're here on Zoom, you will get access to this. It will be opened for you very soon. If you're watching this on YouTube or Instagram, just leave a comment if you want to get exclusive access to this bonus, and myself or somebody in the team will help you get access to that. But I'm very excited to show that to you so you can see that, and you can also book your call in here as well. So if you're watching this inside the source, just scroll down a little bit, and this is where you can book your call, pick a time and date that's good for you. That's the most important thing. And two other little bonuses that have been added in today are some of our growth tools. So everything we do here at Dynamite Lifestyle is around you and your personal growth. And we like to help people be accountable to that, because as Kim always says, accountability is like an insurance policy for success. When you're accountable, your success is guaranteed. And that's what the source is for, to help people get guaranteed success. So if you click on Daily Dynamite, you actually get coaching from Kim in audio fashion every single day. It is one of my favorite parts of the source. You've got it here. Today's lesson is see the good in everything you do. See the good in everything you do. So you can come in here to the Daily Dynamite for your daily coaching from Kim. Then you can learn how to set intentions. We're going to show you how to do that, how you can get the most out of that. And what's really cool about this is every time you set your intentions, you attract coins. These are dynamite coins. So the more action you take, the more you'll be rewarded for that. And you save this and you can come back and have a look in the future at what that was like for you. The next growth tool bonus that is available to you right now is the daily gratitude. This is our online gratitude tracker. If you're new to personal development and you're new to gratitude, there's a little video in here that explains the benefits of gratitude. I always say that gratitude is the number one thing that changed my life. Gratitude has the power to dramatically change your life. And if you're like me and you love personal development and you love all of the books, in The Science of Getting Rich, there's a full chapter devoted solely for gratitude. And I don't know about you, but I want to become an expert in the science of getting rich. So if it says do gratitude, I'm going to do gratitude. That's enough for me. This is a place where you can do it in the app on your phone so that you can track it. You can add as many things as you want. You can remove as many things as you want, and you can save it so that you can go back and have a look at this. So that means whenever you're on the go and you've got a decision, will I go on social media and watch everybody else's life? Or will I go into the source and create the life that I want? You can do that, and you can do that here and do your gratitude as well. There's so many other incredible things that I'm not going to go through tonight. The last little thing I just want to show you really quickly is our source feed. This is a little sneak peek into the Dynamite Lifestyle community. You can see people in here are winning. They're literally sharing their wins. Everybody is in here to learn. Everybody in here is just like you. We all want more, and we're going to do it together. I can't speak highly enough of this community. It's absolutely incredible, and you do have some access to that as well. So that is what is available to you. As I did say, it will be sent to you in email. Do let us know if you can't find this. I see some comments in the chat box here asking how you can find it. If you check your emails, it will be in there. Please check the junk as well. And if you can't find it and you do want some further help, you can reach out to support@dynamitelifestyle.com, and we are there. We're happy to serve you and help you find what you're looking for. So that's it for tonight. If you're still here and you haven't booked your call, this is your final chance. The link is here. Click it, pick a day, pick a time. We are here for you. I cannot speak highly enough of our team. I cannot speak highly enough of our company. If it wasn't for our team in this company, there's no way I'd get to live my life how I do today. And you can do the same. It doesn't matter who you are, what you do. That's what Kim said. And that is what's true. It really doesn't matter where you're at. What matters is you move forward. And this is your next best step. I know that. I feel it. That's why you're here. So that's it for us for tonight. Thank you very much. It's been great being your host. My name is Kieran Deeney.